Yo, 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 what's the deal? Welcome back to another episode of the Black Sheep, a place where we keeps it real, we keeps it consistent, and above all, we keep love.
I just got to quote the Jay-Z, one of the greats, to say, "Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Croy."
You feel me?
So yeah, like we just realized, you know what I'm saying, we kind of jumped into this thing not too long ago.
Yeah.
And we never really like fully told people more about who we was and you know what I'm saying, how this whole thing came about.
Yeah. So we
was just like, you were doing it.
We're doing it. We just hopped right in. Guest of the guest of the guest of the guests. And I bet you everybody's like, okay, but who are y'all?
Exactly.
For sure. What it started off, you know what I'm saying? My name is Abstract, but my real name is Avery. Avery, as in this is a very dope podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Like make a sentence with it.
Yeah. So the actually it's funny because the backstory behind it does kind of make a sentence. But so my dad's first name is Eugene and my middle name is Eugene, but he didn't want to call me Junior. So instead he said I was better than him. So it's a very Eugene.
So I know this one. Yeah. I heard this one.
Oh, you heard this one before?
Yeah. that was like, well, you know, because we met through K. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time she broke it down.
She did.
But I thought that was dope. I like the wordplay. That's how you get into your spoken word and stuff. I see the creativity.
Probably.
Yeah. It's all wordplay. Rappers, spoken word, we do the same stuff.
Yeah, I did grow up listening to my dad do a lot of like lyrics, music, and stuff like that.
So Papa was a musician.
Yeah, he still tries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To rap?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I be trying to tell him to come out, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he old.
He still tries or he still succeeds? He tries.
He succeeds in his own way. You know what I'm saying? He stays consistent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the first key right there.
Right.
To doing anything well, like we talked about previously.
Right. What about you?
Man, you know, it's really not a lot to me, man. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm in an amalgamation of very unique things.
A hookah, what's you?
I'm an amalgamation.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like a bunch of different things.
Right.
But like at the end of the day, I'm just in a chill core little being, you know what I'm saying? So like I said before, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Spent some time in Queens. From Trinidadian descent. So my father was born in Trinidad. Mm-hmm. He met my mother. She was a lady in New York. You know what I'm saying? And then dad ended up getting custody of me, and I came to Texas, and then I was like pretty much the rest of my life. So like because I didn't really feel unique, and I felt like a black sheep or whatever.
Right.
I leaned on where I was from a whole lot because it was something that I noticed made me different from anybody else.
Right.
The fact that I was from New York, the fact that my vernacular and stuff was different, my sound, my style, you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah, definitely.
So I leaned on that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that because I'm from San Diego. I'm from the whole other side of the coast.
We East Coast, West Coast,
you know what I'm saying? Yes. My dad was in the Navy out there, and he met my mom in California. But my mom was from Zion. She came out to California to go to college. They're probably gonna hear that knock.
Okay, Zion.
Yeah, Zion, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of it. I was like, I'm thinking of like Lauryn Hill, like Zion. Like.
Right. I hope she's singing about that place, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, and they met out in Cali, you know what I'm saying, and I moved to
the
Texas.
West Coast love story.
You feel me? Yeah. So just like you know what I'm saying?
East Coast love story. By way of the Caribbean, I came here. Man, I just felt like I said, man, I was never really that guy. I felt like I always had like certain skills and talents and things about myself, but never really felt comfortable in being in the South. It's a big culture shock. Like people might not believe, especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this two different countries almost, it feels like.
Yeah.
So, but stuck around. I'm still here. H-time, hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Swinging the bang.
So what do you think was the biggest culture change for you coming down here as you got older to understand the differences?
I mean, anywhere you go, niggas is niggas. And that was the thing. I didn't even know it was niggas down here. thinking it was just all like mad ignorant little kid. Oh, it's cowboys and you know what I'm saying, and ranches and farms and stuff like that. I was like, oh, it's niggas down here. I was like, oh, they know what rap is. Like I was that ignorant.
Oh man,
bro, like for real. I saw the Big Pimpin' video for the first time. I was like, who are these dudes messing up Jay-Z's song? Sorry, forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Zero. I'm sorry to Mattress Mac. I'm sorry to
but you didn't.
I'm sorry to Joel Osteen. I didn't get it. I'm sorry to screw everybody. But I'm just saying, like, it was so different than my shit that I was just like, man, these dudes can't rap. Like, this sucks. Then after the years went by, I started getting on with chopped and screwed music.
Yeah.
I started like, man, okay, I see it. I get it.
Yeah.
So with my music, I try to incorporate a little bit of that because I am at my core like a Texas dude, you know what I'm saying? But I still take a lot of those elements from my East Coast upbringing because I can't really lose that. I try to incorporate my Caribbean style and things like that. Yeah, because why not? I love music. I like doing different things.
Yeah, real talk. I mean, it was kind of the same for me a little bit because of how I speak. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My diction is very, precise compared to people in the South. Mm-hmm. You know, everything they say got a swang to it. They got a slur to it. You know what I'm saying?
That was one of the things too. It was I talk funny, I this weird, I that weird. I'm just like, God damn, I can't win with you, motherfucker.
Right. The only place I found out I could win was in my talents. Once niggas found out I could dance,
you gotta earn your respect.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that nigga from Cali that be dancing.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That's how you get. So, but I wish I would. I wasn't even really. I mean, I sang in choir, in like church choir, school choir, and stuff. Yeah. But I didn't really like lean into it as much as I should have in high school. Yeah, I just turned into like the hustler kid. I was selling like snacks and mix CDs and stuff.
Man, I remember selling snacks, bro. I mean, I was out the bando with my snacks. I'm talking about I was at Sam's Club every week. Yeah. Mom, please, can we go to Sam's Club? Please. I gotta re-up. She talking about re-up. I gotta get some more honey buns. I gotta get some more Texas rolls.
The teachers and all.
Hey, it was the teachers. They was trying to get on our ass for that shit, and it's the teachers the whole time. Principal talking about.
Shout out Miss Earps.
Yeah. you got the Snickers bars and the honey buns today? Yeah.
I looked the other way on your talk.
Yeah, I looked the other way. Yeah. I remember I had one assistant principal. Now, mind you, I was in his office a lot because I had a smart Ellie mouth. But, you know what I'm saying, if I came to his office with the bag, he always bought a bag of Cheetos and a Capri Sun without fail.
It's consistent. You just had the principal pack on the side.
Because I knew I was going. Shut up,
nigga. Take it.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? Just give me like one day at ISS. That's it. That's where all my money
at. Facts, bro.
Yeah, real talk. I miss school though, man.
You miss school?
A little bit. It's only because
what brought you down south? Did you go to school down here?
Yeah, so I moved to Texas from Cali in 2000. And I went to Hunters Glen Elementary, but my dad.
So you was young like me.
Yeah,
because you always get hit with the, oh, you been here this much time. Nah, you from Texas.
Yeah, I always say my roots are from Cali, but my tree grew.
That's how I am, bro. Like that's part of like not feeling, because I'm like, I don't talk like you niggas. I don't walk like y'all. Like I don't. And then like I don't know. It's just
I don't even process information.
No,
like half of
I
y'all
don't.
Down here.
That's where the abstract came in, right?
Yeah, I'm being dead ass. Yeah. Like seriously, like half the shit niggas do down here, I'd be like, it don't make no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Why would you have big old wire bars hanging on the side of your tires on the freeway?
The same reason y'all be making the shocks bounce up and down on y'all shit.
Hey, but we be in the, you know what I'm saying? We on the main street though, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah. All right, we could probably not stop traffic in the middle of rush hour, but
in New York, we was like, fuck cars. We on the subway, the bus, the train, the taxi.
Yes, y'all was on everything else.
Ballers had cars in
everybody
else. It was still a regular ass car.
Catch me in the subway, bro.
My nigga Kanye said back then, if you had a car, he was the Chi-Town version of Baby.
Sheesh.
You know what song that's from?
Nope.
Drive slow, homie. You never know, homie.
Nope.
That's a banger. Man, that's that classic. Yeah, you tripping.
I gotta pull it up.
That's
See,
that classic,
I was
yeah.
very sheltered,
Oh,
so
wow.
I came into hip hop very late.
What was you listening to before?
The radio.
Like what stations? Like it was like rock, soft rock.
Whatever was on.
Pop.
Honestly, like
was dancing,
if I was by
pop.
myself and if I was dancing, oh no, I'm dubstep, EDM. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
They had radio stations with that back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wasn't allowed to, listen to a lot of rap, watch, what I'm saying, BET or nothing like that.
Foul lyrics.
Yeah, anything like that. I wasn't even allowed to watch Harry Potter type shit. I still ain't seen them.
I've heard of people that haven't been allowed to. I got cousins that can't watch anime, probably for some similar reasons. They be saying witchcraft and
now see, that's the weird thing. My parents allowed me to watch anime and Toonami.
Going back to K, I just have to put this little story again. Yeah. We had the conversation because I would bring up like hood classics. Like the one you see before you right now.
Yeah. Boys in the Hood.
Juice, Belly.
I remember
what
that.
I'm saying? Menace to Society.
Yeah.
And she told me the same thing. Like, oh, I wasn't allowed to watch that. Like my parents didn't. But she saw movies like Hannibal and to me, I'm like, that's seems a lot more disturbing than gangsters, cannibals and serial killers and stuff like that.
Probably
like,
had to sneak it.
Yeah, so I actually didn't see that. So we ended up putting each other. I put her on a hood classic. She put me on a psycho flick or
a psycho
whatever
flick.
You want to call them.
Right.
So,
see, all the movies that are classics, I did not watch until after 18. In college, when
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see a lot of them till late in the game. This one like them black card type of things,
right?
Like
I was playing cards, Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? Magic the Gathering. I was in the house,
and that's what I want to say. The irony of being a black sheep is like you don't even fall in line with a lot of the black things sometimes.
Nah, you really don't.
Like again, going back to the whole black card thing, like I don't. But and the difference with that is what I realized. Like people down here in the South, like they'll say something is a black thing, but I'm like, no, that's a Southern black thing.
Right.
Like there's a difference because the East Coast got their own subculture, black culture. Every West Coast got their own sub, and it's not gonna all be the same thing. So. Then they'll be like, oh, you ain't black because you don't know about this. And it's like, well, you don't know about our shit. What's bacon, egg, and cheese and all that?
What a bacon. The Aki way. I still ain't had an Aki way sandwich.
There's so many different subsects of American black culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's interesting to see that sometimes.
It's very interesting.
Not as much anymore. I feel like it's all merging together.
Yeah,
especially with like even with Caribbean and Afro pop culture and stuff,
it's starting to mesh into one thing instead of really just knowing what makes each.
I love difference. It all.
And people who do that kind of music really make it a point to like, nah, that's not Caribbean, that's not reggae. You know what I'm saying? Like it sound good. You know what I'm saying? But it's not reggae.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, some stuff can be kind of like, misinterpreted as something else because so many genres of music.
Right. So when did you start really seriously getting into music? Maybe before you started your career, but when you like decided, I think I'm gonna start making songs.
I started writing when I was 12. But I had never performed or nothing. I was just a shy, awkward kid, with a notebook full of fucking raps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I recorded a couple on my little old karaoke machine back when I was a kid. I'll stick the tape in there, hit record, and then, you know what I'm saying, be freestyling over whatever's on the radio beats or whatever I could find, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was a group called Jab, which was Jamal, Amos, and my government name. For those who already know.
You gotta put it out there.
It was Jamal, Amos, and Brian. And so I had a logo like this. I drew, and it was just like a fist with brass knuckles. I put JAB.
Oh, that's dope.
That's when I started getting like into it, like not the music, but the optics and everything involved in it. They was playing around, but I was like, yo, I think I might really.
Started falling in love with the culture.
Because I was always a big music head and I was already singing in choir and church and school and everything. And so like the rapping didn't come until about the age of 12. And rapping is what made me want to like pursue a career because it was more fun to me to be clever and make the words bounce around and you know what I'm saying? Singing was, and you could do the same with singing, don't get me wrong, but rapping, I don't know. It made me say like, yep, I'm gonna put them together. Yeah, I'm gonna do this shit.
Now I remember I was writing raps back then, but I never, you know.
I didn't start recording until I was like 19, 20.
Yeah. That's about when I started taking my career seriously too. But I had deterred from music from like 16 to 18, and I was in acting really hard. Like I've been in competitions, LA. I had been deep. I remember I was in this one competition called IPOP, International Presentation of Performers. Shout out Stephen Scott. You know what I'm saying? He was my trainer.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. If y'all don't know who that is, man, go look up the Wannabes. If you seen Real Steel, the guy who rings the bell with the really long dreads, that's my coach. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He actually teaches down at the Ensemble Theater. He has a summer youth program. Really good dude. But he was the one who really opened the door for me in the acting industry. That's how I got over like all my stage fright, and acting was like my what's the word I'm looking for? My launch into artistry. You know what I'm saying? So like that is what pushed me to start dancing for real, right? Because I was already dancing. You know what I'm saying? I was already known for that, but at the time I really wanted to pursue acting. But everybody was telling me like, you know, we could tell, you know, your passion is really to dance. Like you're too good. So that's when I really started like training every day. For a moment, I was gonna be in Dragon House.
You had a montage going?
Yeah, I did. I had a montage in my head.
But that's what's up, bro. Cause like my journey in music like was not so like stringent like that. I mean, I wish I would have had like some type of coach or mentor. You know what I'm saying? Something. I just kind of jumped into it, bro. I was like, when Fire was here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, I cannot do anything else. I like my main jobs in terms of like just everyday 9 to 5 has always been between security and refinery work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I was just always like music. So I had to like do that trial and error shit, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess I shouldn't do this like this. Let me try it next time. And I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying? Because I take so many breaks off, which I shouldn't, and I don't plan on doing that anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, it sometimes it feels like you're starting all over again.
Right. Like speaking of beginning of journeys, I like I said, I did some homework.
Okay.
I saw this video of you, bro. Like literally in the beginning of your dread journey. Like literally in the beginning, bro.
You talking about the same one I was showing you?
You showed it? I went back and looked it up. I don't know. You showed it to me? I went back and looked it up again last night, bro.
I didn't know if maybe it was a different one.
You was jumping around on stage. You had your homie, boy. You damn near leapfrogged that nigga.
Okay, that might have been. Yeah. Man, like, it was like
what show was that, bro? Like, what were y'all doing? What song? What was the deal?
We was in Lamarck, Texas. Why can't I think of the name? It was some like hole in the wall ass little hood spot that they used to have. I want to say the Front Door.
Yeah.
And people from Lamarck know what the Front Door is, but it might have been this other one. I can't remember the name. But anyways, yeah, man, that was like me first starting to perform and stuff in public. And like I used to just, not saying that I'm not still excited, but I was just like,
yeah,
I had that energy.
Boy, you was
like,
hype, boy.
And the songs that we had back then was very, very niggerish,
right?
Which made it easy to be hype. My music now, even though it does contain some like trap elements, rap elements at times, is a lot more refined and peaceful, and you know, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't curse as much. I don't talk about certain themes as much. It was just like, you know, when you with the boys, you make posse cuts a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in a rap group. Now I got a band, and I'm normally by myself, so my music tends to be more like introspective, and you know, try to make something meaningful.
So
yeah. I want to collaborate with you on the dancing and the acting though, and that's something we've been talking about since we got introduced to each other.
Yeah,
we did this before we did that.
We was. And you know what I'm saying? I'm retired on dancing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, I'll just put some strings on you, bro.
Yeah, real talk.
Make you get down.
I got you. Just
Throw up
get
some
it
West Coast gang signs, and you're gonna be.
That'll work. That'll work. I'm not dancing myself. This is all puppeteered.
I feel you.
But yeah, I do plan on getting back on stage pretty soon on dancing, man. I'm just training my body right now. I just want to make sure that, when I do come back, I'm at least back where I was before my accident.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not that yet.
I feel you.
Yeah, real talk. Oh, we got 10 minutes. I'm hungry. I'm hungry as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. I made some.
Oh yeah, that's his other skill. He's a cook.
Yeah, I gets down. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, I got the one. I'm finna sing and rap your head off.
Yeah, hey.
No, actually, I was borderline a massage therapist as well. So,
really?
Yes. So that's just something to put out there. That's the other skill I offer.
It's not good because I was so finna promote you. let Croy put his hands on you. Get them crack-a-lacks out your backy back, okay?
Trying to tell you, man. Trying to tell you. I saw a thing where Erykah Badu was saying that you find your thing and then you hone in on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You zero in on it. Yeah. And I outside of music, I felt like I needed something practical. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. Wasn't a college. Well, I feel like I would have been excelled in school. Just didn't like it.
I think I
was lazy, but I was smart.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And it showed really bad. Really bad. I got in so much trouble because your parents know what your potential
apply
is.
Yourself. Like, I know you're smart. Like, apply yourself. You're like,
there's nothing.
Shit is whack.
Whack. Like real talk, bro. My English teacher, when I was a senior, I had already developed this attitude of I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm almost done.
Senioritis?
Yes.
There's a term for
it. But I had straight A's until Miss Griffin. Okay? She was my English teacher. And one day I came in, first period, 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not in the schmood. All right? And my mouth is not in the schmood. Okay? So she comes looking at me like, looking at the time, looking at me. It's 8:55. You seem to be late.
You seem to be
first
Captain Obvious.
I was really mean. What I said was, is this what?
Is this like what? A real smart cast.
I said, is this what the weight scale said this morning, Miss Griffin? Because you seem to be coming my way pretty heavy.
No, you don't.
Mind you, this is the final review day for the test. I told you my mouth was got me in a lot of trouble. Okay, she kicked me out. I'm in the office. This is final review day. I don't get a review for the final exam now, but I got the second highest grade, and she swore I cheated.
Yeah, because
she swore I cheated.
Because he was like, there's no way that little vagrant, that little troglodyte just got a straight A.
Look, I'm smart. I
didn't really have like behavioral issues per se. You know what I'm saying? I just, I want to say like, so my junior year, that's when I became the class clown. I feel like that's when people realized I was funny. Because before that, like, I was only cool and funny to the people that knew me. Even though it would be a little bit of everything. We was talking about the other day how, like, I can hang out with the nerds, the jocks, the band.
Right.
I bounce around. People be like, damn, why you sitting over there today? And I'm just like, shit, like, everybody feel away. So it was always just like with my being, I just feel like, again, an amalgamation of a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But I didn't really forgot my thought.
I was not that guy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. For a time we were living in Wisconsin with my mom's side of the family, and some pretty traumatic things happened to where we had to leave like immediately. So we moved to Galveston. I
don't know if that was any better.
Right. We moved to it wasn't. We moved to Galveston. This is 6th grade. And I was like very violently bullied. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm yay high. I'm new. You know what I'm saying?
You became a fighter.
At the end, okay? At first, I was getting my booty kicked all the time, okay? I mean, I'm getting jumped. I tried to join the football team.
Getting jumped don't count as anything bad for me. I got jumped before, and like I never lost like a straight up one-on-one yet. Not saying that I'm just Billy Badass and it's not gonna happen. Okay? It probably should have happened already. But most of the other times it's been like some type of sneak shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I got jumped. So like. Those are not real L's to me.
It was, you know.
If you square up one-on-one.
Yeah, if you squaring up one-on-one with me, you know what I'm saying, just good luck, you know? Yeah. But I didn't learn to start fighting until one of my gang-banging cousins learned that I was getting bullied. I mean, I'm talking about I'm getting dumped in trash cans,
Did you ever
lockers.
Get swirly?
Yes.
Oh, this is
I've
like
been spit
TV,
on, bro.
TV
like
shit.
Everything, bro.
I did have some dudes spit on me before.
Yeah.
And it was two of them. And nobody saw it, so I fucking like. If somebody would have saw it,
yeah,
I'd have been all these bitch ass. Cause I
didn't know how to handle these things. I'm small, you know what I'm saying. I'm not a big conflict guy unless I have to be.
Right,
and I didn't learn to have to be until 8th grade. You know what I'm saying, and that's because
fights you been in? Would you say
a lot,
damn,
a lot. I've been my very worst fight. My second worst fight, I'll say, I was in choir and people were, you know, talking about me.
Boys.
And one day I just said, fuck it. I'm not putting up with this shit no more. And I was chopping, you know what I'm saying, back. I'm talking about them back, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they ain't like it.
You was playing the dozens, as they say.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not good at talking shit back.
I wasn't back. I am now.
Like, can we please just fight? I'd rather do that.
Hey, I'll hurt your feelings now. Let me tell you something. I learned real quick. But they crowded around me after the class, bro. Grabbed my arms and legs and threw me over a balcony of the stairs. Bro. Yep, 8th grade, beginning of 8th grade, that happened. And then at the end of 8th grade, I got into a fight with like 6 Mexicans off the school bus. And that was the fight I learned how to like really get down.
Yeah, because Mexicans be scrapping. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hey, dude, to this day, and I seen him, I want to say like 8 years ago, I seen this dude, I gave him a scar on his chin.
$1.50.
That was the first time I made somebody eat the curb.
Damn.
I was so fed up. I lost my temper, and from then on, I like vowed like I'm not gonna fight unless I have to.
One thing I thought was cool about you that we have in common is like the Japanese influence. You know what I'm saying? I noticed you call yourself the Broken Ronin, and then I went with the Bushido thing. Hey. Where did the Ronin thing come from exactly?
Well, like y'all know, my accident 3 years ago. My leg broke, my hip broke, and I fucked up my spine. And right after that, I went through a divorce. And so at that time, I had already considered myself a samurai, but I had people and somewhat people above me and around me that were guiding me, but I literally lost everything I loved. And the definition of a Ronin is a samurai that has lost his master and his path. So, I lost my path. I lost the people I looked up to. I lost myself. And so the journey of, from then to now is how I became the Broken Ronin.
Yeah, I was saying in episode 1, like to me, it's like a prodigal son kind of theme. Like, that's kind of how I feel too with the theme of the Black Sheep. Is like, I took the road less traveled. Like we go through all this adversity, all of this trauma and stuff.
Right.
And sometimes some people feel like, well, that's what you get because you should have did things this way. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm paving my own path though. So like, there's no telling what can come around the corner. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. No telling at all, especially in these days, man, you got to be sharp and on your toes. I got to keep my sword on the rock and white. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Keep it sharp all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I just took the Bushido thing from Boondocks. That was it.
Yeah.
They had the character Bushido Brown on there. And I thought that nigga was so cool. I like anytime they mix like black characters with anime. Yeah. So like Afro Samurai, Black Dynamite, Bushido Brown. all that type of stuff. Like, what's the other one?
I don't know, bro. But Black Dynamite, you caught me on that one.
The cartoon was more kind of anime-ish, you know what I'm saying? But not as much as Boondocks.
You already said Afro Samurai?
Afro Samurai, yeah. So I always just like that aesthetic. And since my last name was Brown too, I just put it, I was like, oh, I'm do Bushido Brown. But I added Bantan because like Bantan was like it's like a Jamaican patois slang for like somebody with a superior attitude that is like a local like cause I say it on the song Bushido Bantan. So I say Bushido, a code of morals developed through natural righteousness. Bantan, a super attitude, having local dude known to use speech as a gift. Somebody that's good with words.
Right.
I had to say the lyrics so I can remember.
Right.
But yeah, so I just put it all together and like I like to come up with different monikers and stuff. I noticed you did too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do, man. I actually, the majority of the
I didn't
poems,
get named none of this by nobody. I'm not that cool.
The majority of my poems, even the ones I'm working on right now, have a lot of synonyms and words for meaning of words and whatnot. Especially the transformative introduction. You know, each letter has a meaning, and for me, it just means that each piece of myself is meant for something. I don't ever, you know that saying, don't put all your ducks in one basket. I take that literally for me personally. You know, I don't want to put every piece of myself in one aspect or angle of life. You know what I'm saying? That there's a version of me I need for my kids. You know what I'm saying? There's a version of me I need when I do business. There's a version of me when I need when I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the name Abstract came from. You know, I'm adaptive, always switching, you know what I'm saying, to be right for the right time, for the right position. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And there's a lot to be said in the name because I found out like Croywin was something that I didn't even realize when I named it. Like I just spelled New York backwards originally, you know what I'm saying? Where I was like 15 when I was, because before then I was going by B-Rock. And then I saw that there was a DJ B-Rock and some other people. And plus it was mad corny, mad corny. I was young, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, oh, I could just switch like New York backwards. I think that's fly. Yeah. And I just never changed it since then. But then I found out like, I want to say last year that in numerology, it means like optimistic, peacemaker, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, these are things I identify with. So I was like, that's kind of cool. I'm not really like big into numerology and all that type of stuff, but every now and then okay, some validity here and there and zodiacs and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, man, shit, we done made it to the end once again, brother.
Damn.
Right. Man, family, we appreciate y'all once more and again for making it to the end of the episode. You know what I'm saying? Just to leave a word of thumb, you know, that famous, what Croy always saying, man, it's always good to know self.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Be aware of who you are, be aware of the people around you, and keep moving forward. All right. So until next episode, man, we love you. We keep it real. We keep it consistent. And above all, man, we keep love.
Always.
We out.